All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Craftiverse server, and today we are adding even more into our pathways that we did last time in the last stream. Of course, what we've been able to do is that we worked up all of these pathways right here, leading over here towards our town hall. And we got connected up here into Noah's base, over here to Fivo's base. We've even added in all of these street lights, even the lights running up here into Noroko, Russ, and Shroom. We got lights going to Babs and I. We still got to tweak Babs and I's pathway here a little bit and change up the staircase leading up into ours. But today, we're going to be working on this side of Craftyville. Last night, after the stream and everything, and after getting the kids all tucked off into bed and everything, I've been working on the landscaping over here to kind of fill in this area. And I figured it'd be kind of cool to have like a nice little water feature run down here. And then we have like a little pond right here, just so that way it's not too much of the difference. Babs, hello, welcome on in. How's you doing? How you doing, buddy? And yeah, so we got to carve this all out and make it look nice and pretty for a waterfall coming down from like way up here all the way down. We got to do the detailing, and then we got to add in all these flowers and bushes and the whimsy nature of this entire area. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to blend this whole section in right here. But this is what we're tackling today. We're getting this done today, folks. This is what we're doing. This is what we're getting up to. It's what we're cooking. And I set my status to available in streaming. But yeah, so we're good. Let's get going into this. Let's do this. So first things first, I think it would be good to kind of figure out that right here is where we're going to have like water coming down. Clean the bedrooms and groceries and stuff, and now we make food, and then I guess play some Minecraft. Ooh. Very nice. Yeah, we'll take this down a little bit, and so that way we know that we're going to have the water feature kind of snaking down through here. It's going to start off somewhere up here. We might even actually be able to do like an actual like pond up here. And then having it actually snake down as this entire section being a river. We should be able to make something work in that sense. Now here's where it's going to get a little bit fun, that we got to like sculpt the land to make it look good. Make it look like a river kind of flowing down here. Kind of like what we did to separate Craftyville and the shopping district. That's what we're pretty much like gonna kind of like copy and paste, really, and in different ways, of course, in different ways. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Gonna do some family photos later today and some other things to get polished up and ready for the wedding that we got going on coming up here in May. Well, my wedding. I think if we kind of curve this back here a bit, it's, you know, it's a process. It's going to start out ugly, then it's going to get better as we go forward. That's just how these projects work. We got to get the basic shape kind of figured out, carved out here, you know. Got that going, and then probably, honestly, kind of starting here. And then we run it down. I've come across so many caves when I was doing all of this terraforming right here. Like, insane. Insane. And then honestly, I think we'll utilize this whole entire space right here as like actually like the pond water feature. We really open up this area, it's going to look so good. But yeah. All right. Now let's get this kind of cut back. And then, honestly, I think we'd even be able to kind of like bring it right flush flat to right here. All right. So now we know that the water's going to like kind of like drip down right here. So we'll come straight down with the blocks. Temporary. Of course, we'll change all these blocks out to be like what they really need to be. Yeah. So excited for the competition later on. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to attend. I meant to send you a message. I just got word that I should be able to attend, or I might be a little bit late, or a little bit late and only for a little bit, not for like the full extent of the length of time. How long is it going to be, actually? All right, so we got this all carved out, and honestly, I think if we um we cut this back. Depends. I think it could be done in like 15 minutes if you know what you do, but could also be half hour or more. Hard to tell, honestly. Oh, okay. Makes sense, makes sense. And then, honestly, I think I'm gonna have to re-grab my stone. Yep. Ooh, my elytra's almost dead. We're gonna have to take a slight break and go repair up some tools. But I need my stone, my stone, my stone, my stone. And it is right here. All right. And then we'll snake this along here. Maybe if we did this, just to kind of blend this section a little bit better. Maybe just doing these blocks here. Because this will be like a little pond up here, and then it's going to like snake down. And then I think honestly, if we kind of dug this bit out, just to kind of signify the river. So yeah, the water's going to come down here. Run along this little channel right here. I thought about making a concrete maker in the shopping district and people pay like some diamonds to use it. Ooh. Interesting, interesting. Water will come down, and then it'll come down, down, down. And then it'll end up down in here. I think that'd be good. Shroom's probably AFKing at his copper farm, or should I say trident farm, more like it. So now as far as this section here, honestly, we might be able to kind of sneak this in. A little wall right there. I like that the weather is getting better. Like there is sun. Ooh, yes. I'm very, very happy about it being actually winter. Not no longer being winter. It's been pretty warm the past few days. We actually ended up getting like an inch of snow the other day, earlier this week. I think it was like Tuesday. But literally the next day it melted and it's all gone, so no worries there. Now I kind of wonder if I should just, I don't know, with this section right here, if I should have it kind of coming down like that, or if I should just have it be completely open right there. I think by having it actually open, like it comes down, and then at this point it's completely... Can you make a tutorial on how to be that handsome? Oh, okay, Babs. Just grow a beard. Just grow a beard. Wear a hat backwards. Easy. Tutorial done. Yeah, so I think if the water comes down to here... Yeah, let's do that. Let's completely carve this down to... What point do I really want it to be straight shot down? I think this point. This is going to bring it all the way like flat down, so it's like an actual like waterfall, not like running down a cliff face. So all of this is going to go, and we'll match the curves of all of these like retaining walls. So I think actually having a waterfall and like a nice little pond that we could like, even if you wanted to, we could fish in it because it would be big enough. So plus it would really break up the area. It'll give it that steep but not steep look to it, that really like elevation difference that really trying to incorporate here in Craftyville with the already natural, you know, big cliffs and stuff. So it's there that I want it to be, and we gotta bring the stone down. Babs redeeming 100 spuds, saying that I look thirsty. Indeed I do, my friend. Indeed I do. Alright. We gotta get rid of this little strip right here. And then we're gonna come back through, take out all of this dirt. And then, yeah, this is going to be a big pond. Well, an average, decent sized pond, I should say. Not massive by any means. But we'd be able to fish here, do something cool. You know, maybe make it like also like a little hangout spot. What you got to drink to, bud? I got a vitamin water. That's what that's what I'm rocking with today. Because of course, you know, it is 8:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time for me, so, you know, can't be having them dad sodas, although I did have dad sodas last night. Oh, okay. So now we need to completely carve all of this out. And I think we Gouda. Oh, we gotta get rid of this. Ooh. Figure out this chunk. I think if we break this up with some stone, it would be nice. Same thing with like right here. Do you think we will ever leave Craftyville? Honestly, I don't think I ever really will. I'll build my base and stuff. My mega base theme up on the mountain. I don't know, it's a tough call. Because it's like, you know, I would like to utilize the mega base that I've spent all that time, you know, designing. But I don't know. I mean, I'm always going to be working in the Craftyville area. I'm not really sure if I want to because the shops are so close. Yeah, see, I mean, there's that. And then there's the factor of, like, it's this... Basically, it's like the central point. In a way. Kind of getting this to look natural as best as possible. There we go. So I think that'll look good on this side, as if, like, you know, because we're going to have the waterfall coming down. It'll be some nice details to the walls here. This, now we got to figure out... Actually, we could do something to the effects. I think that looks a bit smoother. Yeah. If I do that, that's just too much of a stair. That's fine. We can do, like, stairs and slabs. All right. So waterfall is coming down here. So instantly, and we're level with over here. So we got to figure out a rough kind of border. I think that would be good. So now once we got to get the shape in for this pond. And then we'll be able to start changing up the blocks. And that'll be the fun part. I really should get my beacon down here off the mountain, but I also really don't want to take the time to tear it down and move it. If that makes any sense. Because, like, I don't get why it takes so long to tear down a beacon. Like, when you have the haste 2 effect and everything, like, you should be able to whiz through it pretty quickly, but it still takes, like, a hot minute. I guess that's why people get multiple beacons and then just have them randomly all over their worlds. Oh. Oh. It's nighttime already? It feels like it's always night on this server. Alright, and then honestly, I think if we kind of come around here, so we know this is the edge of the pond. Yo, Walt coming in here. How's it going, my guy? How's it going? We finished up all the pathways yesterday, got all the lights in and everything. The street lamp, so Craftiverse's looking a lot better. After the stream, I was working on these like nice hills and stuff, and now we're adding in a nice little water feature pond right here in the middle to kind of separate it, because we're gonna have a lot of green on either side. So by having a good stream of blue right down the middle, it'll help break it up a bit. What do you got going on today there, Walt? I got some family photos later on today. All right. Well, let's get this carved out. So waterfally. Just picked up some Pokemon to rip that might fire up some craft. Ooh. Got a new realm with some buddies. Nice, dude. Nice. Very exciting day. Very exciting day. You playing it in hardcore or no? Oh, and a Monster Zero energy. Ooh, zero sugar. Ooh. What flavor? Just reg? Ah, makes sense, makes sense. No mod, no cheat. Dang. Really getting into it, huh? Getting real serious this time, huh? Punk punch flavor. Ooh. I'm a fan of the strawberry one. That one I'm a fan of. I like that one pretty good. So yeah, we're gonna have the waterfall, and then we gotta make this pond a good size. Which, I mean, it's already a pretty good size, but it's gotta have characteristics and the details, you know what I mean, Jelly Beans? I think it'll also be really easy too. Very similar. Ooh. I might have to try that one out. I'm pretty sure we're heading out here later on today to get some stuff. I think it's after my stream. After the stream, I think we're leaving or something. I don't know. I don't really know anything. I just go with the flow. Be like, hey, honey, go put on pants. We're leaving. Okay. Where am I going? Well, we're going to go here. I'm like, all right, cool. That's pretty much how stuff gets done around here. Okay. I think that's a good shape for a pond. Because the water level is going to be at this point. We're going to have the waterfall coming down. So that'll be good. Oh, this actually needs to be cut back. Whoopsies. Where are we going to? We're going to here. And then those 2 blocks as well. Okay. And then to here. And here. All right. There we go. That looks a bit better. Ooh, which actually means that we can We can kind of open this up a little bit more. Which maybe, you know, I see why not. See why we couldn't make this hole just a bit deeper. I'd say that's pretty good. All right, let's I need to repair up some tools here. Actually, everything in my backup chest is rocking pretty good. I don't need to repair anything in here. Just basically what I have on my hand and my elytra. And I only have the one elytra, don't I? Yeah. I can't be having that thing break. So let's take a pause for the cause here, and we're going to go and repair up some of my tools that are on hand and my elytra so it doesn't break on me while I'm trying to fly around and stuff. We got to head over to the ender to repair up all of our tools and everything. And we got to figure out what blocks we're going to use for this pond. Thinking I'm going to get my hands on a bunch of mud. And then, that'll be for the pond. We'll do some mud and some stone features in the pond. Muddy mangrove roots. Definitely going to want some, like, corally blocks, I think. Let's see here. Definitely a lot of bushes and greenery stuff. I guess somebody got tired of, like, getting, like, attacked on the scaffolding and basically enclosed it completely. Alright. Let's get our crap repaired, and I'm going to fill up my inventory because I do not want to collect any of the ender pearls and enderman heads. Alright. How are the spawn rates of this thing? It's looking pretty good. Alright, elytra's just about repaired. We're working on our pickaxe, then our axe, and our shovel. Bada bing, bada boom, bada boom, 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 boom. Alright. Now we'll get our axe repaired. Now the shovel. I know, this is really entertaining stuff, huh? Now we're repairing our gear. Makes for good content. Oh, I don't even have mending on me, on the old chest plate. But we're definitely going to soak up all these XP orbs before we leave. Everything's enchanted, so I can't even, like, double check to see, like, oh, you know, what would be a cool enchant to have right now, you know? So, what's the goal for this new realm? What are you guys doing? What's your plan? Like, give me some insight on what you're doing in that realm. You starting up your own little SMP or something, bud? Alright, we got all the XP orbs. Let's get out of Dodge. Get our Tuckus back home. And... uh-oh. Load. There we go. Alright, start kind of depositing some of these resources. Gravel. Where do I have gravel being stored? Ah! Right there. I should probably put down another chest for dirt. Because we are going to be doing a lot of that. And then potentially another one for stone. Which... where did my stone shulker box go? Did I lose it? Please tell me it's just over here somewhere. Oh, good, thank God. Alright. We're gonna do a little shopping spree here. We gotta check out our shops. It's our daily duty when we sign on. And we need to buy some stuff. No, not that one. I need rockets. Because I be getting low. Alright. We need to go to the mud shop to get some mud. Hey, 1 diamond per stack. Ooh. 3 diamonds for 2 stacks, 1 diamond per stack. Very nice, very nice. So we can do 19, 1 diamond per stack. Isn't there a bulk order thing? I thought. And then what, 3 diamonds for 2 stacks? I don't think I need that mud right now. That should be a good amount of mud for right now. Let's see here. Also need to hit up the greenery shop for some things. And let me pull out my diamonds. Let's see here. We got nothing in here. Which stuff do I want? Grab some sea pickles. No lily pads. No kelp. Seagrass. And we can just bone meal the ground. Coral blocks. Yeah. Cactus. No. Drip leaf, yeah. Wait a minute. Yep, no, okay. Glow lichen. Yeah, we could definitely use some glow lichen. Glowberries, some firefly bushes. Yeah, we'll take a stack. Be on the safe side. 1 diamond for 2 stacks. 1 diamond for 3 stacks. A diamond a stack. 1 diamond for 2 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I think we should be pretty good now. Bamboo, sugarcane. I think I got some dipping around in some of my chests somewhere. But, let's check out our shops and see what we got. Should we gotta do a thing for Shroom in the future? I thought he was joking about it, but he's actually serious. The bibes. I need a hole in the minigame area, so alright, Babs and I, we gotta do some blowing some stuff up. Nothing yet for the lucky bundles. Anything in the conch? Nope, nothing in the conch shop. This is mob drops. We should restock some stuff. Probably I will spend some time AFKing at the mob farm today. Just to be a guy. Pork chops. Where are we at with pork chops? Oh! Well, we just made back all the diamonds we spent. Well, no, because we got to split it in half for Babs. That's right. I thought I did something right here. I guess I didn't. People buying leather? Ooh. People have bought some leather. Alright, alright, alright. Grindy blocks. Sand. Glass. Dirt. Cobble, that's for Shroom. Shroom does the stone. Ooh, deep slate. Well, cobble deep slate's gone. Diorite. Gravel. Andesite. Polish andesite. Granite. Polish granite. What's that? Oh, terracotta. Nada, 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 nada. Alright, and then books. I mean, I wish I could help Babs with restocking this, but just because of the whole, you know, the global cure trading system, he has better deals than I do. Which I can't remember if we actually have something set up to Emerald Farm. Oh, somebody's playing with crossbows. All right, and then 2 diamonds in the quartz, which we got to decorate this place. And then this is the gold room. Look at that. Stack and a half, basically. Whew. This is truly amazing. All loads and loads and loads of diamonds. From our average size shopping mall size. Oh, it's going to look so good when we get like all these detail blocks in and everything. Oh, I'm so excited for this build. So excited to bring Craftyville up to life and make it magical. All right, so 64 and 38. What's the magic number there? 64, 38. 102, divide that by 2, so 51. And 51, 51. Perfect. There you go, Babs. And now let's get that. Oh, actually, I already have that pulled out. Another 5 diamond blocks. Yeah, we definitely made our money back today, folks. So essentially all of this was free. In a way. I mean, 38 diamond blocks and 7, that's the most diamonds that I've ever had in the Craftiverse SMP history. It's insane. All right. Let's start getting in the old mud blocks down here into the ground. Where the blocks are is where the mud's going to go. We're not building over it. We're even carving out even more stuff. We're starting at the bottom, working our way up. It's really easy too when I have like the ring set up in like almost a perfectly good manner. It's like light work, you know? All of this is going to be mud. Beautiful, beautiful mud. I really do love the mud block, like honestly, like it's such a good block. Like it already has its own like details and textures into it. And then like the muddy mangrove roots really helps add to the mud block itself. Like honestly, like no complaints. I wish there was like another block that was like in between in a way, you know what I mean? Actually, we could probably do that. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. We won't be shaking too much stuff up now. And it's already becoming nighttime. How cool is that? I really got to upgrade my stuff to netherite. I mean, I got the 18 ingots. It's just a matter of doing it and spending the diamonds on duping the well, I guess it's not really duping, it's copying the whole the upgrade template. All right, now before we get ransacked here, because Shroom's still AFK. Been on all day, nobody came online, don't know what to do, just bored out of my mind, so I just stood around and did nothing all day. Been online all day, all alone. Oh, it's already looking so good. All right, where did I leave off? Right over here. Now I just have to remember when I get to this certain point is when I stop with the mud. As I say that, as I'm literally on that level. Oh, that one's supposed to be a mud block. Okay. I was like, hold them phone. Get into this little corner, and we're almost done with the mud. definitely going to be a lot easier to actually fill this in with water when get all the details and stuff done. To be completely honest with y'all. But what we'll do is that we will come through and we will touch up on all of these dirt blocks and change it to stone. So we can have that nice uniform look for a blank canvas. Reach! Oh yeah, it's because of the mud block. Sink down 1 pixel, even though it looks like a full block, it's actually not a full block, and that's why mud's used quite a bit in farms and stuff, especially with hoppers. Oop. You know what? This whole section would be easier. All right. Moving on, moving on. The hell am I doing over here? This is a rather flat wall. Nope, not that block. This block. And then we can do that and that. I think that's better. All right. Now we got all of this dirt over here that we gotta fix. Sometimes I really hate having a really good shovel, and other days I'm really glad I have a really good shovel. Alright, we got this done. Now let's get up here into this section. I gotta get over here. We're going to change all of this out to stone, so that way I got a nice, beautiful blank canvas to work with. So that way when coming back in through here with the details and different blocks. Oh, actually, this is going to be mud. Because the water's going to be running down through here. And then it's going to fall down. We can even do this to connect it. Same with right here. And then I think, honestly, this would be a cute little pond. And I think that was the original idea, was it not? At least that's what I think. Pretty sure, right? Yeah, didn't I say that there was gonna be a... It's gonna be a pond. And then actually this can be taken out. And we'll do this. Maybe actually make this a little bit deeper. Yeah. And then... Yeah, all of this will be mud. So maybe I did get the right amount of mud. Oh, we'll find out here in a minute. If not, we're going to have to run back and buy another stack or so. Nothing better than watching you and get some food. Ooh. What are you getting for food? You know what I could go for right now is like some sausage, gravy, and biscuits, or like eggs Benedict. Like hollandaise sauce, or like poached eggs with like some like cheesy hollandaise. Oh. Oh, and a bunch of home fries. That block should be stone. Maybe change that one to mud. Yeah. All right. Tortellini with chicken and cream. Ooh. That does sound yummy. All right. And then I think, honestly, this is good here. That's what I want. I think I'll put the mud here, though. And honestly, I think by having the mud where I'm going to want the water to go is going to be better than this stone. Just that way it looks consistent in the sense with where the water's flowing is where all the mud's going to be. I think that would look good. Having the water be right above the mud and everything. Okay. Inventory is getting pretty gross. I think we're good on dirt. Stone, actually, gravel, stone. The hell's my valuable? Oh, right there. The valuable crap. Mud, I'm pretty sure we're... Wow, I only had a stack and 2 of mud. Okay, cool. Definitely not enough for what I need. Actually, no, I'm going to need this moss to make the blocks that I need. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I gotta take some time and go through my shulker boxes in my ender chest because this is ridiculous, bro. Like, I just got crap everywhere all throughout this. Okay, I have nothing in here that I need and want. So we'll grab this lime green shulker. And we're going to need a bunch of greenery blocks. So we have mossy cobble. We got mossy cobble stairs and slabs. So we got mossy cobblestone. We got stairs. We got slabs. I want mossy stone brick, which we got only one stack. Okay, cool. So we need some stone brick. So we got 3 of those. We're going to need 2 stacks of these. So we're going to need quite a bit of this stuff. Ooh, some vegetables. Ooh, big chungus. Ooh. I need more stone to make more of this mossy stone bricks. And we need slabs. I'm also going to need regular stone brick, stairs, and slabs. Also, some regular cobble, stairs, and slabs. I'm also going to need more stone brick. And then, do I really not have regular cobble, dude? I guess not. All right. So we got our regular stone brick, got our regular stone brick stairs. We're going to need a couple bits of the mossy, of the regular, of that. Light gray. Can you turn gunpowder into gray dye? No, you cannot. Light gray. Oh, I was like, how am I making light gray carpet? Okay. Ooh, lily pads. Do we got gray dye pretty stacked over here in the shop? That is the question. Ah, light gray right there. Okay, cool. I will buy a couple of stacks. Actually, I'm going to need a lot of this stuff for the future anyway. So I will buy 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you for the business. Well, for providing this stuff. Okay, now all the other... I don't need to be carrying mud on me, dude. Where is all of my other wool? White wool, brown wool. Redye that to light gray, and light gray. And then put all my dyes, because I'm pretty sure that's where I'm putting all the dyes, right? Because that's what I've been doing. It's looking like it. Oh, I got a piece of black wool here. We can redye that. So yeah, it's looking like I am doing that there. All right, cool. All right, and now we got our light gray wool. We are going to need some pale moss too. Good thing we got quite a bit of it. We're not going to need this regular moss. But we will be needing this stuff. I can go there and then throw those torches there. All right, what do we need now? We just need some cobblestone. And then I think we're good. All right, so we gotta head over to Bab's Nice Industrial District to grab some stone from our cobblestone from our cobblestone farm. Then we'll be able to start working on the detailing. I think I also need to AFK over here at the Hoglin farm for a little bit. I think we might be getting low. No? Oh. Okay, cool. Hoglin farm's pretty good. We just got to grab some supplies and shift it over into the shop. We are almost ready. We just need one more resource block. And then we'll be golden, pony boy. Oh yeah, I also got to expand this out so that way Shroom can build us a super smelter. Is there no... Oh, right here. 2 bits of cobble. I think we're good there. This is all arrows. These are empty bones. Rotten flesh. What are the... Oh, these are shulker loaders? Oh, very cool. So what, we have bones, rotten flesh, string, and then I guess that was gunpowder, I'm assuming. Huh. Okay. Yeah, with our kelp farm right here next to our rooted dirt farm, I need to actually like either spin it or shift it. And I think shifting it's going to be the easier thing to do. Which actually is this. It's almost getting full. Yeah, it seems like we're only really working off of 3 of these guys, so we could remove all of these. So what we'll probably do, because we do have a hefty amount of these. Or I could spend the time and rebuild this design on the other side, and then we'll have even more. Yeah. Because about every second, you get anywhere between like 1 to 4 kelp. It's insane. It's truly amazing, though. It's a mumbo-jumbo design. Oh, okay. All right, now that we got materials. Let's head on back over to Craftyville and start adding in some details. That's what we're going to do. I am really excited to see how this is all going to turn out. Actually, this is Fivo's portal to his base, which is kind of funny. So we're like right in Craftyville. While his mega base location's right in Craftyville. But the reason why I wanted to do it was to get to this height level and kind of take a look at Craftyville from this high up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, that's gonna look really, really, really good. Especially once we get the water in and we get all the detailing in. It's gonna look so good. Like just flying from the shopping district all the way over here, it's gonna be really beautiful. All right, enough mucking around. Let's do this. So we'll grab our gray wool to start off with, our light gray wool, and we'll start kind of sprinkling this in random bits. We'll do this wall first. And now let's grab some mossy stone bricks. Just to give it that bit of a texture. And we're going to go heavier with the mossy stuff over here. And it's going to be kind of more sprinkled throughout everywhere else. So like just to kind of like demonstrate here is that because we're going to be near the pond and everything, it's going to be a little bit heavier on the green versus all of this is a bit more diverse and spread out in that sense. So let's grab some of these mossy brick stairs. And of course, we did change this section up a bit, so we need to make sure to bring down the detail. So we don't just have like a harsh flat wall. That will be for a slab instead of a stair. To be like there. Put in a slab here, potentially there, and then there. It's already coming in together. And then some regular stone brick slabs. We'll throw one here and there. You could do one here and then there to try to hide up the gray wool, basically. Some regular stone brick in some spots. Definitely one right here. Right there. Whatever. I got a bunch of that stone anyway. I think because I didn't do the cobblestone variants in these walls. I just did the stone brick variant. So we'll save the cobblestone mossy variants for the actual like pond and waterfall area feature. Because we want to keep this looking as clean as possible. Now, didn't I use regular stone stairs and yes, I did. All right, let's go get some regular stone stuff. That I totally forgot. So we'll get some stone slabs, and I thought stairs, slabs, slab. All right. Surprisingly, we actually already have the materials. Which works out really for me. All right, now we got to kind of like break some of the stuff up here. And actually, that would be pretty cool. Definitely one here. And then let's get in some random bits of these slabs. Just to break up some stuff. And all right, over here we can put in a stair like that. And then another one right here to kind of give it a weird look. Yeah. This part's going to be the hard part, maybe. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that we need to sprinkle in some of this pale moss just to kind of give it that little distortion, kind of the vibey look to it, I guess, is the words I'm looking for. Just kind of give it that little bit more of a noise to the build. Yeah, just a matter of like moments, it's already looking 10 times better. And we are definitely need to do up some, I think, stairs up on the top over here to kind of curve it, maybe. Yeah, that's looking good. You can do an upside down stair here. You can do one here to break this. Just to kind of make it look, you know, worn out, broken in that sense. There's a lot of stone brick in this section here. So actually we can do... maybe not that way, but that way. I also think that would be better. And then maybe doing a stair there just to... yeah. All right, now let me grab some cobbly. Actually, yeah, we'll do... we'll do the cobble full block first and just kind of run around this entire perimeter, basically. No, not there, but here, yeah. Over on this side, definitely a yes. I think definitely some more up into this corner here. Just to kind of make them look like they're intersecting in a way, kind of like they're touching, like the moss is actually growing out and stuff. It's looking really good. It's getting there. I do like how there is this transition over here to make this area look a little bit more rough and ragged and everything, you know, rugged. Like more broken, I guess is what I'm saying. Because then, like, more towards the top, we'll have it actually be like that smoother, the clean cut look version of it. Yeah, that's going to look really, really, really good. All right, let's get this wall done here. Get that connected up so that way it intersects with each other and it looks good. Oh, and try to put blocks back as I don't need them and use them. So let's start off with our pale moss. And now we're going to grab our light gray wool. Oh, we have that one there. So good. Okay, so that's going to blend in together nicely. Our mossy stairs. Here, there, everywhere. All right. And now our mossy brick. Now our regular stone brick. Just to break up these textures a bit more. I'll put the stone brick there. Just to start the transition on this wall of it being smoother at the top. Oh, actually. Yeah, we just gotta put some pale moss in there, really. And I think that section would be done as well. All right. Some mossy slabs. Just to try to hide the light gray wool, basically. Nice, nice. Now we come up here, and then we'll kind of sprinkle in random spots here of slabs. Just to give it that little height variation difference. And then I think, honestly, if we mix in... If we were to mix in a couple bits of the smooth... of just, like, you know, stone slabs. Just a couple, you know? I think that really helps. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. All right, we got this section done. Now we got to do... Now we got to do this wall here. Mossy stone brick. I'm going to try to definitely lead some of this into over there, just that way I know for reference of some things. All right, so we got our mossy brick in. Let's grab our pale moss and start sprinkling in some of these. Which I know we need our pale moss more over this way. So while we're down here messing around. All right, now back to the pale moss. I thought I had pork chops in my hand. My bad. All right. Nope. There we go. The light gray wool, we gotta get that sprinkled in and about. Definitely think right there would be better for it. All right, and then we're going to need some up in there. Kind of get this sprinkled in over here, really. All right, so now let's get in our stairs. grab our slabs. Basically, the point of the slabs is more so to kind of cover that up, just to break away from it. Regular slabs. Throw you there, there, here, there, everywhere. Now, regular stone brick stairs. And we got a high. Oh, right there. I can hit that block. Perfect. And then honestly, I think the pale moss would look nice there. Oh yeah, it's looking good. It's looking good. Now we just gotta get up there with our slabs. I guess we're gonna take the pathway. Get that out of here, and we're gonna run through. We're gonna sprinkle in some of these. A couple of those in spots. And now we got that going. All right, so I got to get over here. No, I didn't want that one. I wanted this one. And then mossy, regular stone brick, some regular stone, mossy. And then yeah, we can throw mossy there. All right, how are we looking now? Ooh. All right, all right. I do need to come back through and add in the glow lichen though. That is definitely something I got to do. I probably do smooth out a couple more of these bits really. That layer looks good. That's looking good. All down here is looking good. Even like to this point's looking good. That's starting to take shape. We're going to have to do a lot of breakage of this stuff over here too, though. Just to really make it look like the water's really messed things up. Yeah, we got to do all that stuff. But what we're going to do actually is that I'm going to end the stream here a little bit earlier than normal. I know it's, I got some things I got to do. I'm going to try to get these things done and then be back in time to do a surprise thing for you guys. Hopefully that I will be able to. But yeah, maybe I'll be able to do a little one later. I'm not entirely sure. I just got a lot of stuff going on, and I thought I was going to be able to get more done today and be able to do a stream, but that's not the case right now. Maybe later today, I'm hoping. We'll see. I don't know. It all depends. But anyway, let's see. Can we raid somebody? Um... could we raid? Um, Here, we'll raid this person. Yeah, we'll raid this guy, Mr. Squivy. SQVY. I don't know. But anyways, thank you all very much, and I hope that you all have a great day.